has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Carlos Henderson. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Wait, set, 53! 57! Ozzy!
In his own end zone, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Prescott down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Wait, set, play, 20. 51. You both banned it. You think you won't get alert? You think you won't get this? Take it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
57 to Mike. Come on, smooth. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be sugar.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Wait, 20. Rip.
On first down, Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There you go. Go right in. There we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Watch the pass.
From the 22, Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott completes it to Coleman. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, check it. 50 seconds.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Wait, 20. 57. Alert. 57. Mike, 72.
To throw, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, 1 more. 26.
Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd.
46.
Here's Prescott. He finds Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Prescott completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check.
To the air again, Prescott. And he floated one out there incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And this is Parker, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait, set! Wait, Eddie! Alert!
Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Gostkowski's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Catch is made by Harry. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And take it right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep up. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Hey, Haywood. Shadow.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And a solid run down inside the 30. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tighten down. There you go. Hey, 66.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man. That's Harry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
Mike 57. Hey, watch the screen. Hey, check it.
First down, here's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, wahoo! Hey!
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
This is Coleman with a grab.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
53, Mike. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll throw again. Press down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
25 yards that time.
Sugar!
From the gun, they run with Michelle. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Bang, bang, bang. Rip. Bang, bang. Rip.
From midfield, here's Brady. That one complete to Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
57.
To throw again, Brady. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, Foxtrot. 36 to Mike. You must be. Hit.
Operating from the gun. Brady. He's going to slip. That's caught at the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Go 50.
On 2nd and 7, Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
72.
From the gun, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And following the pick 6, and decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Zoo. 57 to Mike. Hey, go 66.
Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On play action, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Guy, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Patriots take over.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey,
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
5. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it to James White. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Wait, 20. 72.
Brady now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Prescott. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Hey, kill! 47.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice.